So this is my kids, and this is my home. Keeping it clean with them around is really a lost cause. Is that how you feel sometimes? There is a better way, Mama. A better way. Hi, Krista here with Mom's Fine Truth. And before I dive into the meat of this video, I just want to take a minute to recap what us as moms tend to struggle with in this area. Not necessarily as informational, as I'm assuming most of you are moms, but more just so we can have it in the forefront of our mind. Now, I feel like most, if not all of us, whether we are stay-at-home moms, work from home moms, work outside the home moms, tend to think of motherhood as a lot. A lot of different responsibilities, a lot of directions our minds need to go, a lot of overwhelm and stress and chaos, all the things. And we often also, especially if we have younger kids, tend to think of not only as of those kids as the main cause of all the things, but also adding them to the mix in trying to get life done as just increasing difficulty. So we tend to take the motto of, if I want it done well or at all, I need to just do it by myself, y'all. Just let me do it by myself. And as part of that, what that does for us is we have all of this chaos being created by all of the members of our family, and it's just showering down on us, and we're just taking it all and dealing with it all and trying to figure it all out and get it all done, and it's weighing us down and pouring on top of us, and too much. It's just too much. But we don't feel like there's anything we can do about it because hubby's at work or preoccupied, and the only other members of this household are not only the ones that caused all of this, but are just going to make it harder to get it done. So it's tough and it's a difficult circle to be in, but we just kind of view it as it's the way it is. It's what happens when you become a mom. It's happening to us and there's nothing we can do about it. So I think we can all agree that doing motherhood well requires oodles and oodles of sacrifice and ultimately selflessness. But that is a far cry from being a martyr or a victim. To me, saying that becoming a mother caused you to become a victim to the chaos and the overwhelm and just all the things that we already talked about, is like someone referring to themselves as a victim for getting a multi-million-dollar inheritance. This inheritance, they were up to their eyeballs in debt. And this inheritance has revolutionized their life. They're debt-free, they're financially secure, they're getting the house of their dreams, their future is set. They don't have to work another day in their life. And yes, there are additional responsibilities that come with that amount of wealth. Not just the management of it, probably hiring a couple people to help you. Also, if we're talking about a bigger house here and maybe some publicity you're not looking for and testing whether or not your friends are true. And there's a lot of things that can happen that are not necessarily positive if you suddenly come into a great deal of wealth. But no one would actually ever consider that person to be a victim in that particular circumstance, even though there are some difficult aspects to it. But this is the mentality that society is taking toward motherhood, especially motherhood of littles. If you're looking up memes or you hear mom jokes, it's all about resigning ourselves to the difficulty of what is. Just give mommy some wine and give me a minute. Or mommy's sitting in the closet with a chocolate bar because that's my vacation. Or I love them, but I rarely like them. And it's just negativity. Victimhood. But let's step back. Let's try to clear out the noise of modern day society. Let's step back. Let's remember. Let's remember that feeling after the agony of labor, when our little one came out and we saw them and held them for the first time and had this wash of overwhelm, but yet joy and love envelop us. And our lives were never the same again. Think of life without your little ones. And I'm not just talking about the vacations you could go on or, sleeping in on Saturdays or what. I'm talking about not having them ever again. Never being able to communicate them, play with them. Just look at them while they're asleep and admire their preciousness. What if all that was gone? There are difficulties, sacrifices that need to be made as part of motherhood. But because we focus on just those, we lose sight of all the other things. We lose sight of the fact that our calling is glorious. Our kids are our everything. And motherhood is amazing, is it not? Not just spending our days with these little ones that are literally a part of our heart, but also the responsibility of raising them up in the way they should go, putting them on the right path for eternity, getting to watch them fulfill their ultimate purpose. All of that is ours. And it's amazing. And we all know that everything that is truly amazing is worth working for and worth sacrificing for. So if we pull back and look at the big picture and what a truly blessed calling we have, we will take ourselves from being discouraged and unmotivated and truly a bad example for our children and turn us into a joyful mommy, raising joyful children, a thankful and content mommy, raising thankful and content children. And in those moments when we need to sacrifice or we are faced with a difficulty, we will face it with determination instead of resentment. So taking that perspective and applying it to cleaning our home. Who here has had a moment where you said the house is a wreck and I just need the kids to get out of the way so I can knock it out? And either you haven't even considered involving them or the consideration of involving them was just overwhelming all by itself because you could only picture what chaos would ensue if you tried to do all of this cleaning with them helping. Okay, but that was old perspective. That was resentful perspective. That was victim mentality. We're in joyful, thankful, blessed perspective. So, we have a difficulty. What can we do to conquer the difficulty? Especially in a way that's going to benefit everyone in this home and truly take our calling to the next level. So are we in this? Are we in this together? Let's use our new perspective to look at cleaning our home with our children. First question to ask is, why is it so hard? Why is not only cleaning with them so hard, but even just maintaining the home in general? Why is it so hard? The answer is because we are in opposition. Children are causing destruction. Mom is trying to bring order. but it's all happening at the same time. And even if you only have one child, it is amazing how quickly they can destroy. If you have multiple children, it just multiplies it. Mom over here doesn't have a chance because her and the kids are like this. You and your children are like this. Solution? You need to be like this. You need to be on the same team. You need to be the leader of the team, working towards the same goal. Sometimes it's cleaning the home. Sometimes it's destroying the home that you'll then work together to clean up later. Sometimes it's we finish cleaning up the home together. So now we get to go do whatever fun thing together. But it's all together. So the next question is specifically, how do you implement this? Because yes, this new perspective sounds great. I want to be a joyful, thankful, content mommy. And yes, it sounds great to be on the same team as my kids. I would love that. But how? There's a link down below to the Overwhelmed Mommy Club, where I show you how to go from being an overwhelmed mommy to being peaceful and productive mommy. You can enter for $7 a month. It is a 10-module course that walks you through step by step how to teach your children to respect authority, how to teach everyone in the home to sleep well, how to organize and declutter your home, automate all of the tasks in your home, and ultimately teach your kids to be independently productive team members of your home. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, click on the link below, sign up today for just $7 a month. Well, that's all I've got for today. But remember, I'm always here if you need me. Bye.